Stephen Vymola, a 1988 graduate of Central High School who made a lasting impact both on and off the mat. As a senior, Stephen claimed the title of 145-pound state wrestling champion, finishing the year with a remarkable 31-1 record. Over his high school career, he amassed an impressive overall record of 121-14-2 with 66 pins and an 88.3 win rate. His achievements earned him numerous accolades, including all conference honors in both wrestling and cross country, and he also served as captain of the baseball team. Stephen's involvement extended beyond sports. He was active in C Club, German Club, and even earned the title of Biggest Flirt. You go. After high school, Stephen attended the University of North Dakota, where he graduated with a BA in Airport Administration. While at UND, he wrestled all 4 years, serving as team captain his senior year and placed 6th in the nation, earning all American honors. Following college, Stephen pursued his career as an electrician until 2016. Stephen attributes much of his success to the unwavering support of his parents, Lou and Kay, and his brother Brian, who played a pivotal role in both wrestling and his journey in life. Since 1999, Stephen has embraced a passion for rock climbing, spending his time traveling and working with groups to share his love of the sport. In 2008, he became a certified yoga instructor and continues to teach both in person and virtually. He credits climbing with filling the void left by wrestling and organized sports, helping him become a more well-rounded individual. Steve Vymola.
Wow. Some big shoes to fill, Mr. Warner. I mean, I walked by your picture many times in that glass case, and I'm just like, that guy. Yeah. Big guy. So it was always a really cool thing to follow in the footsteps of all the people that came before us. And for me, it was the wrestling team that really caught my eye. And I remember going and watching the Coles brothers and the Milkies, Keith Rumble, Troy Trick, Gary Walter, Mike, I mean, just all of the wrestlers. And I can't name them all, but it's just like, it was so inspiring to me. So that kind of led the way to where I headed. And I also followed in my brother's footsteps, who started wrestling first. And he made me such a tough kid. Like, we got along really well when we were young, which was nice, and we get along even better now. It's like my best friend. But he kicked my ass a lot too. And he made me extremely tough. And I really appreciate that. Without my brother, I don't think I would have stood on that podium. I want to thank my parents, who never missed a meet, took us to summer wrestling all the time, all the freestyle, all the Greco-Roman, never missed a match. My mom has a little book, like every person I've ever wrestled, the score, everything, still in her possession today. So I want to thank them, for really supporting me. In addition to that, all of their friends who supported the wrestling community, the Booster Club, which is so incredible for any sport. If there's ever a feeder program and a booster club, I think the athletic program always is winning there. So thank you to all the parents. I mean, we couldn't have done it without you, and we don't always realize that at the time when we're young. We're happy and we're grateful, but later in life, we really, really appreciate that. And I just want to, honor everybody who's a booster club member and supports their kids and other people's kids and the whole thing. So many people to thank. I know I'll miss some people. I want to thank my head coach, Daryl Dahman, who isn't here with us today. Daryl never wrestled in his entire life, but it didn't matter because he took time to dedicate himself to the basics, and he taught that very well. And that was the foundation of our wrestling. And then when he couldn't teach us things, he encouraged us to seek coaching elsewhere, which most of us found in my era, a guy named Rick Teets, Dennis Stokes, and the previous wrestlers, Brian Clark, and the Shanahans, and so we followed in all of their footsteps. But Rick Teets was a special man. He's no longer with us today because he's so lackadaisical. I don't know. he forgot to just stay awake one day driving, but he was an amazing man, taught me everything about how to be tough. And he taught me that I could do a lot more than what I thought I could do. And so I want to just give a moment to honor him and appreciate him very much. I also want to honor and thank Ed Brown, because I had the honor of playing on that last baseball team he coached. And I was a junior, and I wasn't a starter, but we had so many great seniors that year. It was an incredible team. And I got to ride along to all the games, and I got to play, which was great. But I remember one specific time, riding home from a game we had just won. It was either in the regionals or it was some important game. And man, the seniors, they just played this song. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll by AC/DC. And we rocked out so hard on that bus. And we were just like, I wonder what Ed's gonna think, right? And we're just all screaming at the top of our lungs. And Ed's up in the front of the bus just going, yeah, that's right. That's right. So he was an amazing man. I really appreciated Ed Brown. Such a stoic person and a great coach. Also, I want to thank Dave Foss, who inspired me to run for cross country. I loved football, loved playing football when I was in 7th and 8th, but my brother joined cross country, again, followed him around, and he's like, Dave's just a great coach, man, you should just come run. I'm like, okay, fine. And so I ran the rest of my high school career with Dave Foss, and one of the kindest people I've ever met, one of the best coaches, most supportive, and Bonnie, I agree 100%, an amazing man. So big inspiration, got me in shape for wrestling, big time. And Stan, I want to honor you again because thank you for not eating in front of us. I had to cut weight, and I also want to apologize to everyone that I was crabby with or a little bit short with when I wasn't eating and y'all were. But, wrestling made me a lot tougher for everything else in life. Anything I do now, I'm just like, wait, I get to eat? Whatever. I can climb that mountain. I can do anything, And so wrestling made me an extremely tough individual, and it allowed me to look at anything in life, any challenge I've ever come up against, and just be like, all right, I just have to apply myself. Dedication, determination, and desire were our mottos. So with that, I just want to thank the committee. I really appreciate it. This is amazing. I haven't been back here in 30 years, and it's just so good to see all of you and everybody I've chatted with. I just want to say thanks for talking to me, and I really, really appreciate it, and it means a whole lot to me. So thanks again.